Hey guys, it's Hannah, and today I am coming to you with my spring book haul. So I'm pretty sure the last book haul that I filmed was my Christmas/birthday book haul back in January, so it's been quite a while since I've filmed a haul. So I have 12 books to show you guys in this haul, but I didn't purchase every single one of them. Some of them were sent to me for review, and one of them was a gift from a friend, so I haven't been too bad about my whole not buying books thing. I'm just so weak whenever I go on Book Outlet or Book Depository or just in a bookstore. It's just so hard to resist all the pretty covers, and I want all of them. But without any further ado, let's get into my spring book haul. The first book that I have to show you guys I've already mentioned on my channel because I read it back in, I believe, April, and that is We Should All Be Feminists by Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. I purchased this book because I'd heard wonderful things about Adichie's writing, and I didn't want to start with one of her novels, so I decided to start with this first, and I'm very happy that I did. I thoroughly enjoyed this. I thought it was absolutely fantastic, and I highly recommend this to anyone who is interested in feminism, interested in learning more about gender studies or women's studies or anything in that field. Highly recommend it. It's very much an introductory kind of piece, but I think that it's very informative and very well argued, and I loved it, so I'm very excited to pick up the rest of her work as well. So the next book that I have to show you guys is another book that I have already read, but I didn't own a copy of it, so I wanted to buy a copy of it for myself, and that is Howls Moving Castle by Diana Wynne Jones. I read this back, I think, in February, and I borrowed a copy from a friend, but I absolutely loved the book, and I wanted to buy a copy for myself, so I went on Book Depository and found my favorite cover of it, and I bought that one. But essentially, this story is about this fantasy world where there's this magician named Howl, and he's kind of a womanizer, and he's known for breaking people's hearts, and he ends up crossing paths with the main character, whose name is Sophie, and she is just this plain old regular girl who works in a hat shop, and then she's thrown into this world of magic and wizards and awesomeness, and it's just wonderful. So if you're looking for just a really fun fantasy read, I highly recommend this one because it's so good, and I know I'll definitely be rereading this. The next book that I have to show you guys here was sent to me by the author for review, and that is The Dragons Bleh by Michael R. Miller. I have yet to read this book yet, but I will be reading and reviewing it very soon for you guys. This is about a fantasy world where dragons kind of rule the skies, and eventually they start being hunted by demons, I believe, and their species is threatened to be obliterated entirely. So the whole story revolves around them trying to deal with this. I don't know if the dragons specifically like speak or anything like that. I know that there are humans involved, so the humans might be helping them. I don't know too much. I just know there are dragons, and that's like enough for me. I love dragons, so I think I'm really gonna enjoy this one. The next book that I purchased recently is one that I'm very excited for and has gotten a lot of hype here on BookTube, and that is Me Before You by Jojo Moyes. I have heard so many people talking about this book. A lot of people really love it. There's a movie coming out. There's so much hype surrounding this book, so I really wanted to pick it up, and I really wanted to know what all that hype was about. I really don't know too much about the plot of this book other than it's a love story and that it's going to make me cry, and that's pretty much all I want to know. I don't want to know anything about the plot. I really just want to be surprised going into this one. But I really wanted to pick this one up before summer rolls around because it is a contemporary, and I don't know what it is about summer. For a lot of people, they just really like reading contemporaries in the summer, and I am very much the same way. So that's what I'm saving this for. Maybe in June or July, I'm going to pick this one up, and hopefully I enjoy it. The next book that I have to show you guys, I've already talked about on my channel as well, but that is Nora and Kettle by Lauren Nicole Taylor. I have already read this book, and I have a review up for it on my channel, so if you're interested in hearing my in-depth thoughts, you can definitely go check that out, and I will leave it linked on the screen as well as down below. But this book was sent to me by the publisher as part of BookTube Tours, and it is basically a YA historical fiction novel that is loosely a retelling of Peter Pan, but I emphasize the loosely because it's definitely by no means a direct retelling. I just want to make that clear because some people were disappointed in this book because they expected it to be like a direct retelling, and it is not. But the story is set in 1963, post-Japanese internment, and it tells the story of this 17-year-old Japanese-American boy named Kettle and an 18-year-old American white girl named Nora, and it's how their stories intertwine and how they meet each other and their individual stories, and it's just fabulous. I absolutely loved this book, and I'm so excited because it's a series, which means that there are going to be more books, and I'm so excited. I cannot wait. The next book that I have to show you guys here was sent to me in the April Owl Crate box, so if you've watched my unboxing video, you've already seen this. I know a lot of these books you've already seen, but I'm including them in my haul anyway because I feel like they don't count unless I've hauled them. I don't know, that's just my weird thing. But anyway, that book is Flawed by Cecilia Aaron. This is a YA dystopian novel that takes place in this world where if people don't conform to their society's standards, they are branded with this mark right here of the F, which means that they are flawed. I don't exactly know what qualifies you as being flawed, but it sounds very much like your classic dystopian book, and I haven't read dystopian in quite a while, so I'm actually very intrigued to pick this one up and see if I'm still into the genre. The next two books I have to show you guys here, I've already shown pictures of and talked about on my Instagram and my Tumblr and Twitter and everything, because when I got them, I just immediately needed to show them to people because I'm obsessed with them. But those two books are the same book, in fact, but just two different copies of my favorite book of all time. You guessed it, The Night Circus. You might be thinking to yourself, Hannah, you're crazy. Why do you own so many copies of one book? I know I'm crazy, but I just love it so much. I just love this book so much, and there's so many beautiful covers that I just want to own all of them. I just can't help myself. They're too pretty. So I think I've shown this copy of the book on my channel already, but I technically hadn't ever hauled it. But this is the UK vintage edition with like the black pages and the ribbon and like the red hardcover. It's absolutely beautiful. It's out of print, so I had to buy it off of Abe Books, which sells like out of print, rare, hard to find books. And this other copy is a paperback copy of The Night Circus. The pages are this beautiful red, and I am so obsessed with this copy. Honestly, I thought that the Vintage Magic edition would be my favorite one, but this one might actually be my favorite copy of this book that I own. And many people have been asking me on Tumblr where I got this copy. I got it from Abe Books as well, and I'll leave a link to where you can purchase this in the description box because they are kind of hard to find. Sometimes they're in stock, sometimes they're not, because once again, this is out of print, so you have to buy used copies from third-party sellers. So the next book that I have here was actually given to me by one of my friends, and she ordered this book and she was sent 2 copies, so she asked me if I wanted her extra copy, and of course, I said yes. And that book is The Raven King by Maggie Stiefvater. So if you're wondering, no, I have not read the entire Raven Cycle series, nor do I own any of the other books, but I'm actually borrowing The Raven Boys right now from my friend, and I just finished it yesterday and I absolutely loved it, and I'm getting the next book today so I can finish reading that one, and I am so excited to continue on in the series. I've been wanting to read it forever, and I'm so happy that I'm finally reading it, and I'm so happy that I own this now because it justifies me buying the rest of them eventually. So the super cool thing about this edition too is that it came with like some swag. So it came with this bookmark right here that has like all the covers on it, and then it came with this little drawing of the characters that's signed by Maggie Stiefvater. And then also it has like this little drawing inside with the ley lines, and it's just so cool. I don't know where this edition is from specifically, but I'm so thankful to my friend for giving it to me. I'm so happy to have it, and I cannot wait to continue on in the series. And finally, the last 3 books that I have to show you guys are from a trilogy, and that is the Daughter of Smoke and Bone trilogy by Laini Taylor. I have been wanting to read these books ever since joining BookTube, but I never bought them because I don't like the US covers, but I'm obsessed with these UK covers, these hardcovers. This is Days of Blood and Starlight, the second book, and then Dreams of Gods and Monsters, the third book. Like, they're just so beautiful. I'm obsessed with the covers. But these covers are like impossible to find because once again, they're out of print, and I was really lucky because I finally found them on Abe Books for really good prices, and I bought them when I saw them there, and I'm so happy that I have them now because they're so beautiful and I can finally read the series. I'm really excited to read it. I've heard wonderful things about them, great things about the writing, and I'm just really in a series mood right now, so I think I might be starting on this one very soon. Okay guys, so these are all of the books. You can't even see them all in the frame because there are too many, but we have all 12 right here. They're really heavy, so I'm gonna put them down now. So that is it, guys, for my spring book haul. Also, before I close this video, I just want to make a quick little announcement. I recently made a Snapchat. It's at clockwork_reads. It's the same as my Twitter and Instagram handle because apparently a Clockwork reader is too long for them. But I just wanted to let you guys know if you want to go follow me on there. I usually post about books that I'm currently reading. My cat is frequently on there, or I just complain about school and homework because my life is so interesting. So let me know in the comments down below, what are some of the most interesting books that you have recently purchased? So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!